synergy, I suppose. All right.
What is up, everyone? What is going on?
It's already live.
And we're live.
Oh, I thought we were just testing. I'm over here like.
Well, we were
talking
testing, but now we're live.
Oh, we're live now.
We couldn't really test because the audio wasn't working in my ears, so we are kind of live testing this right now.
We're live testing right now.
It's like test.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
That's not pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
Let's go.
For the most Cryptic TCG podcast, I'm joined by a guy who's gonna say random mean things about my co-host for no reason other than the fact that the audience loves it. And
Connor watches the podcast. All right, everyone. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. Today we have Wicked Prophecy. This is Kryptik's newest set that just came out on a Friday. And we're joined by Connor, who is one of the co-founders, owners. Is it fair to say co-founder?
Co-founder, co-owner, sure, yeah.
Who is mostly responsible for the lore behind Cryptic, and really cool hearing stories about Wicked Prophecy. So what I thought we would do is we're doing a sealed event. We have, what do we have, 14?
14 or 15?
I think we had 15, but we
and then we're 15. Yeah.
So we are together number 14 for the Cryptic event, and we're gonna build our sealed pool here. And Connor's gonna tell us about some of the lore and cards and stuff like that. So we got like 30 minutes left because it took me forever. So we better get into it.
Let's do it. All right, we'll do it at the same time.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what Wicked Prophecy is. Tell me like the story and the lore leading up to, and then what happens with Wicked Prophecy.
Yeah, so Wicked Prophecy, if you want to look at Genesis, our first set, that's really us kind of setting the chessboard, right? That's exposition, that's introducing you to all of your players on the island. Wicked Prophecy is the first time that the pieces on the board move. It's our first kind of explanation of, the actual events that are happening.
We should do this first. How are you organizing this?
I'm just doing it by total soul.
Total soul. Okay.
So just like numbers and then colors, and one way first and then another way after.
Okay. Numbers and colors. Not worrying about citizens or factions.
We can do spells and citizens if you want.
No, I'm gonna do your way because you're the creator. So I assume.
No, but I'm not. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm not R&D. I'm not the best player by any. I'm not even a good player. I'm a story guy.
Where do we put the foil? Foil Farrakha.
That's gorgeous. I'm so happy with the new printer. Yeah, it's a foil like icky. The selective foiling was definitely the way to go. I've been very happy with that.
Oh yeah, that's always the way to go. All right, sorry. Back to explaining.
But yeah, so I'm gonna assume there's a clue, a clue card, some cold foiled text in there. If you can see.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to show off, but we can try.
But so I'll assume like a very base knowledge of Cryptic in the island and what's happening there. But in the first set, we introduced the 4 original factions: Humans, Ascendant, Drurak, and Humans, Ascendant, Mystic, and Undead.
And zombies? Was it originally zombies?
No, not at all, actually. We very distinctly tried to avoid words like angels, demons, zombies, things that come with a connotation necessarily of things people would already expect.
Wyland, that's sweet.
Yeah, he's gonna be we have 2 of them, dude. I think
we're just gonna wreck? That
might be like forcing our hand here.
I'd like to win our prize support back. So.
The second set here, we introduced 2 new factions, and we also introduced the first real conflict interfaction on the island. Genesis establishes a lot of like interpersonal conflict in between members of individual factions, but Wicked Prophecy. I'm trying to like talk and organize. All right, you start doing drafting. I'll start talking.
All right.
The main opening Wicked Prophecy. So in Genesis, there are lots of characters that exist in various organizations, we'll call them, on the island. Obviously, there are factions that they belong to, but there are things like the Bardic Crack, which are an association of artists. There are the Oracles, which there are 2 in each faction of people that are being either, depending on how you look at it, gifted, cursed with, granted visions since they've come to the island. And there are things like, the Incipiendum, which is an organization of spies. There are things like the Accord, which is a human organization. And then there's something like the Halls of Ivy, which is actually an organization that is run by the humans and the mystic factions, essentially a university, right? The idea being that the mystics were so dependent on magic in their homeworld that they kind of forgot how to do basic things like agriculture and warfare. And then they come to the island where they all of a sudden need to kind of get more in touch with their actual physical being again, but they've forgotten how to do these things. And then the humans, in turn, know nothing about magic. And so the mystics in the Halls of Ivy are teaching the humans how to do magic, and the mystics and the humans are teaching the mystics how to function, essentially, as plebeian people.
Sweet.
So Wicked Prophecy opens with, the oracles have been having these horrible visions, violence, chaos, something terrible is coming. They all interpret this in different ways. You've got like Mokosh, who tries to spin it into a positive thing. You've got Asterope, who's terrified personally. I think she's being followed by, not so honest things she did before coming to the island on her homeworld. You have people like Rosa, whose minds are essentially broken by the issue. And so that's Wicked Prophecy opens with the different factions trying to understand what are these visions, what do they mean. At the same time, these people are getting used to each other, and two new factions show up. You got the Jurak who show up, which are a very harmonious faction, whereas all the other factions so far have had a lot of internal conflict. The Jurak kind of, for the most part, get along. They have a very different. There are 4 courts in the Jurak faction based on each season: spring, summer, winter, and fall. Not in that particular order. And they all have different kind of personal traits that tend to lead someone into that court, right? So throughout a Jurak citizen's life, they can change from court to court as they age or as things happen that change how they, their personality functions. But overall, because people are able to shift between courts and there's a good balance between all 4, they're very harmonious. So they show up and they're kind of confused as to all this rivalry and warfare that's happening on the island. And then the Pisceans show up and they're much more confrontational. This is a group of kind of roving pirates, kind of based on loosely on Polynesian history. And they look at this and they see an opportunity to exploit things, right? Because they've got this, kind of more banditry, pillaging mentality, focused on accumulating wealth. And they see all this conflict as an opportunity to profit. And they start kind of weaseling their way into the different conflicts that are happening. So as all these things are interacting, as all these people are starting to meet and mix, the Halls of Ivy tries to host an event to celebrate kind of the unity between the two different factions. And they invite some people from the Undead faction that are willing to come, people like Tocho and Juno, the people that remember members of the Bardic Crack, more palatable undead, I should say. People like Dukraka are inclined to come, not just from the Human Mystic faction, but primarily them. That's where the people are. And so as they're having this kind of celebration at the Halls of Ivy to show off some of the harmony that has been brought to the two factions, Wolfric and the Undead army actually attack, and they destroy large parts of the Halls of Ivy. There's a lot of bloodshed. Up on the Patreon, coming up in the next few weeks, we're going to release in sequence, I believe it's a 6-part series that we've already written about what happens at the sack of the Halls of Ivy, and the players that are happening, the actual individual fights that are happening, who maybe doesn't escape the Halls of Ivy, who does, how it ends. So stay tuned for all that.
And it's important to note that the Patreon is free now.
Yeah.
The only money that goes to the Patreon was for some packs, which isn't even a thing anymore. Like, you can't even get it; it's sold out. Right. So you can still get everything else on the Patreon for free.
Though. So it's always been free to engage in all of the content. The packs were just a way, because all of our packs of cards come with a lore card inside that explains that citizen, their background, or what's happening to them in that set. The way that the printing works, we can only do 100 per set because that's an entire print plate, otherwise it becomes a big problem. So that leaves us with about 12 or so cards in each set that don't have a lore card. So the Patreon cards that we sold were a way to kind of give those cards a lore card that didn't have one in the initial release. Which we're going to figure out doing that again for the second, for Wicked Prophecy. But all of that's free to engage with. So now that we're the second the Halls of Ivy is happening. I'm not going to spoil all the details that happens in that. I want you to be able to read for that. But the battle ends. The dust starts to settle. Lots of people are contemplating what's happened. And at this point, they think, well, this horrible event with lots of bloodshed must be what the vision was about. And ultimately, it's not. As the dust settles and things are calmed down, the oracles continue. They have another vision, and it's worse than it ever was. And that's the wicked prophecy.
So that what we are playing with is the vision of the oracles that is worse than reality.
What the cards are?
Yeah.
So the basic concept, if you want to put yourself in that mental state when you're playing the game, is that these cards represent your time on the island, your 66 years. You have this 6 11-year cards. This is kind of your time on the island. These cards meant to represent the events and the alliances and the people you interacted with during your time and the choices that you made on the island. You can kind of think of it almost like it's your judgment if you wanted to kind of mentally put yourself in those shoes. But the wicked prophecy is meant to, everyone thinks that the Hall of Ivy, the sack of the Halls of Ivy, fulfills the wicked prophecy. But then they find out that it's so much worse than that. And that's kind of the cliffhanger that we end off on, is that they have this even worse vision of what is to come. And if you want to learn more about what that vision is, you might notice that in the various cards in this set, some of them have a cold foil stamp on them of cryptic text.
None of the ones we pulled.
We had one. I showed it up earlier. Oh. It was a Tua, I think. But yeah, I think it might be that guy. Yeah, so it's going to be hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, that one. But Tua is such a tiny little name.
Yeah, it's only 2 letters, but it's not the name of the citizen on the card. Those 2 little shiny cold foil letters.
It's a clue.
It's a clue. And so if you are able to assemble all of the clue cards and decipher them, you will actually learn what the wicked prophecy is. That's the solution to the clue, is what is the wicked prophecy.
Cool.
So to have fun kind of figuring that out as you play the game.
Okay. Well, with that, we are doing sealed. I don't know. So I was going to ask you. We have Doubloon. Doubloon is a pretty important card to Pisceans, right? Is 4 enough to build around for sealed, or do we automatically need to move to a different? 4 is enough. Okay, so I think we're gonna go Piscean because we got some good. Are we gonna be able to splash that white Wayland in though? Oh, is Piscean just? Piscean is based in black and blue. Okay. What do we have for our 1 and 2 drops? So we got. That's what I started with. These are all 1 drops over here, right? So these are all those are spells. Citizen. So humans go more with the non-Piscean Druid. Well, humans are blue and white, so they bridge the gap reasonably well. Like I played Forbidden Rendezvous when I did some sealed earlier in a Piscean deck, and it played very nicely. But so I think if we're really going to try and crush in this event, we got to consider putting in the Waylands that we got. So let's take our stacks. We have the 1 drops, and we'll do them by factions that they sit well with. Go to the middle. We have 2 Invoke Fires, which is, if you wanted to compare something to the balloon, Invoke Fire is more likely the balloon for. So we got okay. It's gonna go there. It's kind of really in the middle. Not really. We're looking for a 30-card deck, everyone. Yes. And we will be on one of the 2 factions with a splash of a human or ascendant. It's going to be purely human. So this is like our Piscean, and then this would be the. Short time, all your citizens. So this Vusho, if you have a doubloon, it gets sidestepped in a turn. That could work for more. Yeah, I was going on lots of sidestep. Was my. So one option that sidestep is, if you are drafting, sidestep is always valuable in a limited format. And so the only ones that we really are kind of considering splashing in on this are the Waylands, right? Mm-hmm. These are more of our. This is more of if we just go direct. What other sidesteppers do we have? Anything else in there?
have any side tempers over here. Tenacious is useful.
You got a Sklar.
He's not going to function because he's so tied into the attach mechanic.
Okay.
He essentially comes in with, if you wanted to compare it to like an MTG thing, it's kind of like suspend,
Gotcha.
where it has to sit there and wait. So I don't think he's necessarily valid. But what we can do is, so
I'll
right
put him
now
with the lore
spells
cards.
are
Things that aren't valid.
things that are not
I
valid.
like that joke.
Things
I
are not-
made that joke earlier.
I like it. Yeah.
Hope it doesn't hurt your
People
feelings. It's just a
were
joke.
like, what are these? He was like, it's chaff. Just
It's like it's trash.
it's chaff.
The lore cards.
They're useless. But no, they're not.
They're cool. They're awesome. I've said it on the podcast. I
Thank
think
you,
it's one of the coolest
I mean,
things. Yeah.
they're super useless if you're drafting, but if you like to read the story, they're a lot of fun. So one thing we can consider doing is if we wanted to splash white, we could look for spells that let us do that, right? So anything that bridges the gap, like Buried at Sea.
You're thinking of splashing white into Piscean? Or you're
Yeah.
thinking of, okay.
If we wanted to try and play those, and I'm looking at this, and the only splashable card we have right now is Forbidden Rendezvous, which is not ideal.
And the reason we want Wyland is because it's a one-cost side step. Whenever it destroys an 11-year card, you can abolish it and destroy another 11-year card. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but he's strictly in white, and so in order to play him, you have to have access to white in your soul row. The best way to do that, if you're going to splash, is that you find cards that have a dual color cost, production, not cost. And we do not have many of those, fortunately. Spell cards are normally a great place to look for those. What spells do you have? Spells over here?
There's nothing that's white.
Tainted Messenger can bridge the gap.
So good.
Tainted Messenger. So anything that shares a color,
Broken.
Umber can bridge the gap.
Are we forcing this? Is that what we're trying to do?
We're seeing if it's valid. I don't know. Amador might be able to. Steadfast. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, it's countered unless they play 2.
That's pretty good.
It's valid. Only problem is he has a strict white cost, as does Tainted Messenger. It's tricky. Yeah, what are we at if we look at just
18 on just those.
those? Well, we have other Pisceans here too, like Zernix would go in there. Dahlia is playable. Gertrude is playable strictly in Piscean colors. Gage and Sack is Citizen. Oscar is playable. Whenever you cast your first spell per turn, if there are 10 or more spells in your limbo pile, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. But assist and reveal the way into the out. Put the remaining cards on the top. Problem is, our doubloons are going to cause us to not be able to do that. Eligor we need to put in the deck. He's ramp. And then Zernix works for a more aggro strategy too. We're going to be doing that. Hokeo lets us search for our doubloons. Very valid.
Playing your first sealed experience of a set on stream that's such a terrible idea. I don't know whose idea this was.
Whenever you place a second card of your soul return, you may draw 1. This is super useful for constructed Ascendant decks, but it's not as useful in a limited setting. Buried at Sea we need to include strictly because it is a dual color production in our colors. It's also not that bad of a card. It can mess with your opponent's strategies if they're playing a Jurek and they try and do shenanigans with their attachments.
We're at 34 right now if we include the Wyland.
Citizens, adult family medicine, do not disengage. These are both also playable if we want them. Theon, we need to consider adding as well. He's in our
Just
colors.
that's it.
He's in our colors, and he stops them from drawing cards. He is a
Okay.
so if they have a doubloon
The
based
artwork's
deck,
sweet.
yes, one of my favorite cards I pulled so far from this set is I actually pulled a Cosmic.
I have no
Portal.
clue if this is in focus or not. Everyone.
So if we want to
it's not, sorry.
if we want to talk about the lore, if you look at this art, it's actually Theon fighting 3 people. If you pay close attention, people he's fighting are Dumuzi, Wolfric, and Alona, 3 leaders of the undead army. So he is super important because if somebody has a doubloon-based deck, it essentially invalidates that card.
Nice.
It makes them want to just
But
basically
doesn't that
get rid of
invalidate
cards.
our cards too? Players may not draw or add cards to their hands via card effects. So wouldn't that affect us?
It can, but it depends how you play. If you've already churned through your doubloons, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's also still a sidestepper, which you do have to consider.
Yeah, I mean the 12 sidesteppers. I mean, it seems good.
There has to be a card effect. So, I mean, let's put like the must-haves here. Starting to low to the ground.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of 5 cards.
Yeah. Python is important. Hokeo is necessary. Forbidden Rendezvous is useful.
3 different phrases for your cards.
Zernix is useful but not essentially. He is essential. This is if we're trying to splash. How did Mickey get in here? Other Draki control. And Shamar.
They may have gotten thrown because they
Purely
were
white.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. We got it done.
Yeah, Benevolent Blades out. Nope.
Umbra, yeah.
Umbra. Enter. Each opponent discards 1 card. Short time into cards in hand. This doesn't get steadfast. Useful if we had some. I think it's Farrakha. Do we have any Farrakha around?
Yeah, you just took her out.
Oh, not Farrakha. Then shoot. Whatever. I played with it earlier.
The fair card was super good.
I'm very happy with that one. Well, we don't have her. It's another female. Maybe it was. Akami is super important. She's removal, so it has to go in. This is the balloon search. That's useful. Laikiki is a maybe, is a niche. Other Pisceans you control. Yep. That's synergy for our deck. The American control Tenacious. Yep. So that's super important for our aggro strategy, and it boosts all of our stuff. That's a necessary one. Necessary. Synergizes with the balloon. Sidestep. Necessary. Attack. More to balloon search. All the balloons go in. Tocho. 1-drop
It's gonna be
sidestep.
fun in draft to see how many doubloons are passing and aren't passing, and like.
So one of the cards that I wish we had drafted, or not drafted, but one of the cards I wish we had in this format is actually Kalino. This is the Kalino lore card, but Kalino's effect is brutal. Lets you name a card, and your opponent cannot use that card.
Yeah.
So if you named a balloon, they're in trouble.
That's crazy.
We don't have any Kalinos, but if we play somebody who does, we're in trouble. Tua is important. To put things in our limbo, so he's necessary. That's important just for color fixing. Wayland is a big maybe. He's important as a win con, essentially. I wish we had a little Venus in here. Where it says under 4. We don't have a opportunity. We don't have enough cards that let us.
We're at exactly 30.
We're at exactly 30 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no more Pisceans.
Engage in sacrifice or player sacrifices, and whenever you place a second card in your shoulder, it's not valid. It's pretty useful, but it's not necessarily. Let me take one look at what we got in here. How's our curve? I want to see what our soul curve looks like.
Rayquaza TCG says Rosa number 1.
Rosa number 1. Plaza is a Rosa fiend. Just checking out how our curve looks.
The doubloons really help that curve.
Very much so. And this works. This is good. It's.
If I lose, I'm gonna blame you.
I have said multiple times that I am not a good player.
I'm gonna blame the lore.
The lore sucked. That's why I lost.
Oh, that's right.
5,
That's right. You're overthinking.
3, 8. Yeah, as Chris. Chris is our head writer. Half of his job is, being like, come back to Earth when I.
You're overthinking.
But we're at 30.
Yeah, we're at 30. You're trying to make
This is
a
10, that's
constructed
11.
deck. We've got everyone else is making janky decks too.
Yeah, I just really wanted to play with Wayland.
I think so too.
It just didn't work.
I think it's what. Well, I think it works.
No. I mean, putting Wayland in.
Yeah, we put him in. He's in.
I know.
Yes, he is. He's in the 30.
He's not. Count those cards. That's what I'm saying.
He's
I don't
in the
think
30. Yes, he is.
we have no white. We can't do that.
We have some white. We have some.
No, we have no.
Look.
How many cards is
1,
that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Stop listening to George. I can count.
What white? What white do we have in here?
We got some.
Oh,
We got,
screw it. Whatever. He's gonna
we
be.
got
He's gonna be a road bump.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fine. Let's run it.
10% of our deck is white mana. I mean, like,
No. What? We 10%. Oh yeah.
4 out of 30 cards.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a splash.
3 out of 3. Yeah. Okay. All
That's a
right.
splash. That's right.
I just worry we're gonna hit him and not be able to play him, and it's gonna
Well, if we
suck.
hit him opening hand and we can't play him, that's when he mulligan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do it
We'll
live.
try it. I mean, if it fails, it fails.
Are they gonna play games with us on this screen?
Yeah, we're gonna play it on the screen.
I like it.
I gotta reset it up though.
Yeah.
Why don't you, while I'm setting it up, give the viewers a 10,000 foot overview of Cryptic.
Okay.
Like set up the 66-year cards.
You got it. All right. So, for those of you who don't know about Cryptic, Cryptic takes place on a place called Cryptic Island. An island kind of outside space and time. This island, people are brought there from their home worlds at the blink of an eye. Nobody is entirely sure at this point why they're brought there, what the purpose is. They do know that the island is seemingly run by these things that are referred to as overseers by the citizens. These are mysterious black cloaked figures that seem to appear and disappear at will, and they don't necessarily communicate with words, but they communicate more with directly into your consciousness. And when you come to the island, everyone is initially confused about where they are, what's happening. But before long, everyone sees an overseer, and the overseer makes clear one thing to them: that you have 66 years to prove your worth on Cryptic Island before you face judgment. Now, at the end of 66 years, you face your judgment, and you can be judged favorably or unfavorably, but nobody actually knows what that means yet, because nobody's ever come back from judgment to tell the tale. So either everyone's being favorably or unfavorably judged, nobody knows. But judgment takes place in an area of the island referred to as the Nimboin. An area in the center of the island that is this old decrepit ruin that if you go down deep into the depths, you find various things. But there is a stairway that when it is time for a citizen's judgment, lights up with candles. And they follow that stairway down, and nobody has had the gall to follow that individual citizen down for fear of their own safety. But they follow the stairway down, the candles go out, and nobody ever sees them again. That's the kind of major overview. Now, people are not brought alone. They're often brought with many other people from their world. These are referred to on the island as factions, and they represent a race of individuals that existed all on the same planet together. In our first set, Genesis, there were 4 factions: the human, the ascendant, the mystic, and the undead. The human factions were what you would think. They're humans. In the truest sense of the word, they're what we know and understand to be humans. The Ascendant faction are creatures of immense power, but also immense conceit, and a lot of issues with infighting in the faction. The Vesperis are broken up by their own choosing into essentially 2 different races of Vesperis: the Aurorus and the Ascendant. Misspoke. The Ascendant faction is broken up into 2 essential races: the Vesperis and the Aurorus. The Aurorus being these more angelic appearing beings, and these Vesperis being more demonic appearing. Though ultimately, just like colors of human skin, it's all just genetics, and deep down they are all actually the same race. They're all actually all the same species beings. But their issue is that when they all feel so powerful, they have to start drawing lines between each other to feel more more superior to each other. Causes a lot of infighting. The third faction was the Mystic faction. This is a race of humanoids that really mastered the arcane, mastered magic, became very, very reliant on it. In a lot of ways, they're kind of an allegory for reliance on technology, to the point where they kind of stopped being able to function in the more mundane aspects of life, things like agriculture or warfare, having become so reliant on magic. And then last, there was the Undead faction, beings of consumption and decay. They overran their world, destroyed everything, and their beings are kind of related, centered around this thing called the Garden, which is this dark, dense forest in which corpses can be brought back to life on their homeworld. Anyway, they would bring back corpses of those that they conquered, and they would be reanimated as undead, compelled to fight for the undead cause. However, since coming to the island, the garden has not been functioning in the way that it used to, and we're going to get into more detail of that in future bits, but that's kind of their main overview. Coming into Wicked Prophecy now, we're seeing more of the conflict between the factions that's going on. And we're introducing two new factions that have been brought to the island in the same circumstances as the original. Just a little bit further down the line, the Piscean faction. This is a race of humanoid, people with qualities that relate to, sea creatures of various kinds. And their culture is very interesting and very unique. So it's loosely based on kind of a Polynesian culture, with that they have these Polynesian warships, longships. But their culture is interesting in a lot of ways. They do a lot of non-verbal communication. They all have otoliths. They can hear things very clearly through the water or through air, that vibrations that people won't necessarily hear, like a lot of underwater creatures can. Also, given how dangerous the high seas are and how varied different body parts and limbs can be in sea creatures, they have a much more accepting culture in terms of what some of their culture would consider disabilities. The idea that a Piscean loses their hand or loses their leg or is born without certain appendages, or that's something that really does not matter to them. And also culturally, they don't really associate with particular gender. They tend to refer to each other all as they and them, and not for any political reason, but just that gender plays a very small role in their way that they interact with each other, just like in a lot of ways it does for sea creatures. So that's the Pisceans. And then the Jurak we talked about briefly are based on kind of a Druidic culture and lore, focusing on the 4 seasons and the personality traits that can be associated with those 4 seasons. So spring being a youthfulness and a joy, creation, summer being fiery emotions and high, very strong passions. Fall being a very contemplative time and more mature, rational, law-abiding thinking, and winter being more of an end-of-life mentality based in a lot of ways on charity and the ways that people celebrate their lives and share that with others as they near kind of the end of their time. And that's kind of an overview of all the factions in the island. Hopefully we can tune into Patreon and start putting more of the pieces together.
All right, so there's more lore from the lore guy. Let's give you an overview of how to play. If you're familiar with Magic, it goes very simply. On the card, every single card has a casting cost in the middle, and then on the bottom it also has a resource. So you can, from your hand, place something in the soul row, and that is just like you were playing a land in Magic the Gathering, but every single card can be played as a land, so it's pretty cool. No bad hands. You tap, just like in Magic. I think it's called engage in Cryptic.
Correct.
But you're going to engage a card in order to play a card onto your island. If it's a citizen, it stays on the island. If it's not, then it actually goes into your limbo pile. When you attack, you're attacking your opponents. You don't have life in the game. It's really awesome. One of the highlights of the game, I think, is that you don't need to carry anything with you other than your Cryptic deck. You don't need life counters. You don't need, 1/1 counters. You don't need anything. Your life is your 66-year cards, your 11-year cards, sorry. And when you attack your opponent, you are targeting their 11-year cards. If they choose not to block, so first off, all attacks happen individually. So if I choose not to block, I get to flip up the 11-year card, and then there's an additional casting cost on the bottom left that I could cast it if I have the ability to. Otherwise, that card comes into my hand. So I always tell people the really cool mechanic is aggro versus control. The aggro deck is giving the control player more cards into their hand. So it's kind of like a double. It's kind of like two trains running at the same time. Whereas the control player, you're just waiting for the aggro player to run out of cards because you don't attack them. So it's kind of a cool mechanic there. You lose the game when you have no 11-year cards left and your opponent successfully deals any amount of damage to you. You lose the game. So that's the 10,000-foot view of how to play. And we don't have card images because we just don't today. So I apologize for that, but we will do our best to explain cards while we run through that. And I think we're ready to go for round one. So whatever game I'm on will be we'll play, and then Connor can tell me what I'm doing wrong because I have not played with any of his factions yet. So.
I mean, yeah, it's Rich release weekend. I haven't played that much with factions either, to be honest. But and I will preface this again with I am not a great player.
Yeah,
I'm
but
extremely.
if we lose, it is 100% Connor's fault.
100%.
If we win,
George's fault.
If we win, it's all on me. It's all on me if we win. Don, are we ready?
If we lose, it's George's fault only because I want to hear him comment on it on the podcast about how ridiculous that is.
Speaking of George. What?
Oh, no.
No, it's not.
Huh?
Wicked Prophecy release event.
What's showing on his phone?
Wicked Prophecy release event stream.
Here, I'll check.
Yeah.
I see it right there. Wicked Prophecy release event stream. Wow. Wow. All right, Don, are we ready to go, buddy? Are we ready to go?
I think so.
Are we paired?
I haven't gone that far yet. Give me 2 minutes.
All right, round one is Louis versus Parker. Parker hasn't played before, so we're not going to do Louis versus Parker. Stay there, Parker. We're going to do Caleb and Fleazy, William and Corey, Thomas and Scott. Adam, you're going to play
No.
Parker.
No.
What?
That's going to mess everything up, bro.
I don't care.
I do care. Yeah.
I-
No.
Huh?
There's stuff by the parents. Yeah, me and Lou, you want to play it.
You guys are going to play on stream then?
You can't report. Yeah.
I'll just take the loss.
Whatever. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. All right. And Logan and I will play on stream.
No, I'm not doing that.
All right, fine. You and Adam play on stream. I'm not playing on stream then.
It's not
We're not putting somebody who's never played the game before on stream.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. It's all about you.
All right.
It's fine.
All right,
We can
Kitchen
play-
Table TCG, I'm out.
Yeah, it's fine. There, you guys will play on stream, and I'll just heckle. I'll just sit here and heckle.
Good luck.
I appreciate it. What is up? What is this shirt?
Oh, I made it with the cricket.
That's sick. Put it on camera.
Yeah.
Look at this. This guy's making his own cryptic shirt.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah, Estrid's my favorite. It's
That's
got a little tag on there.
That's awesome. I'll tell you, we're working on another. I think Astrid's gonna have a card in the next set.
Is Moxie getting a card in the next set?
No comment.
Huh?
No comment.
No comment.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you better not kill Moxie in the floor.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you lose this game, I'll kill Moxie.
He's the best citizen.
If you lose this game, maybe I'll just
Absolutely
kill
losing this
Yep,
game.
killer. We don't
She's
need
dead.
to see her again.
She's dead. My deck is awful.
Granted, we need to bring back Hecatomb. I missed that already.
Oh,
Just a detention into a
just
Hecatomb.
complete and total annihilation of the control archetype that occurs.
Oh,
Makes me very sad.
I have not looked too much into these new cards, but I do know Piscean's the one that I wanted to play.
Are these dragons?
I think Thomas. Or yeah, they are Dragon Shield, yeah. Alright, so hands first.
Hands first. Yep.
It's 5, right? Is it 6? I don't know. I played too many card games.
Any number of them on the bottom of your deck that you don't want to keep.
Okay, I'm gonna mulligan
Hey Connor.
Yep.
I got turned one for getting around with you and Black Lion. So
Got a mulligan too as well.
let's stream that. Let's stream that. We made a team one. They're never gonna see it. You know?
What?
We want you to know that we turn one. We got our Wayland out.
Turn 1.
Turn one. We had only 4 sources of white soul, 2 of which were
Just the
Wayland,
mist. Just the mist.
and we managed to play Wayland in our deck somehow.
I will say that was what I was attempting as well. It didn't happen here.
Yeah, we managed it, but I think that was more dumb luck than anything else.
Do you want
Oh, yeah. Do you want to cut mine? Sorry. There you
Any number of them.
go. Wow, what a bad deck I built. This is terrible.
We're learning.
They do gotta like.
I told you they're snappy.
You know, I just feel like I'm playing with credit cards though. It's the problem.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. That snappier feeling.
I don't like. They're just like slightly too.
Oh, we didn't have a die or anyway.
I don't have anything in there.
Okay.
It's in the other room.
Sorry, we looked at our hand and everything. It's fine.
Fine, do it however you like. Rock, paper, scissors for it. You don't necessarily need a die.
Yeah, you're good.
Decide it however you like.
Okay. So
Log in 2 from the lock, you draw 2. Place.
I assume.
I will go
Yeah.
first.
Then you're part of your deck.
Boy, it's been a while since I played this game. You don't draw on turn 1, do you?
No.
Okay.
If you go first, you don't. If you go second, you do.
Right. Yeah.
So you put something in the hole, and then if you have anything you can draw.
Smoldering Embers. Pass the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay, there we go. Got my source for my turn 1 Wildland.
There you go. Oh, you managed it. We got another Piscean deck splashing Wayland over here.
I'll pass you.
Getting crazy.
Granted, I didn't want to put chain message in there, but.
My card says yeah, as long as we have something that allows that says detached to do this.
Why is that card use this? Eligor, pass.
Untap and draw. Or
Interesting
disengage.
choice. What's your
Fine.
No, yeah. I'd say bad choice. It's an interesting choice.
It's fine. We're getting there. It's fine.
Says I can tap her to have white on Yep.
I'm just gonna tap 1 and play a doubloon to draw 2, then abolish a card from your hand. Abolish this card on
So yeah, I mean, it's always good to go in soul to soul.
and then abolish a card from your hand.
Play like normal cryptic players.
Yeah, so the balloon is a very specific new card to the Piscean faction.
Yeah.
It's the only card so far in the game that you're able to play more than 3 copies of in your deck. The idea being it's, their whole concept of plunder, right? So you plunder doubloons. And it helps you essentially push through your deck to self-mill more cards in the abolish pile, as so much of the plunder mechanic
I'm
relies on
gonna
that.
abolish Tacho, and this will get abolished as well. And then I will enter combat.
Yep.
And I will attack with violence. Okay. And then
There you go. So
now
for the viewers, so what he just flipped up a card, the 11-year cost, which is a cost if it gets flipped up from your 11-year row, is usually a 1 cost reduce. So this is actually a 1 drop. Now it's a 0 drop. It plays it for free. Probably the best thing you can tend to have in your solo.
and then as a result, can I abolish him and destroy the next 11 year?
Yep.
Yeah. Basically, it keeps them from getting sent back. You can
And then I will pass to you.
I'm gonna put this my sword over. Yeah, I was like running her to and everybody's kind of rough here. So it's I mean you gotta block it from 2 attacks. And
Played Dan or Danae. I don't know.
Danny? Yep.
Danny?
Or however you want to say it, really. These are all fantasy made-up names, so you can say it however you like.
Right. Beaky is gonna swing here.
Yep, nothing I can do about it.
oh yeah.
And the balloon. I will go ahead and play that.
As a Piscean-based deck, that's probably one of your favorite things to see in your solo.
So draw 2.
Yes. So in phase 1, attack phase. Okay.
I'll just abolish guys. Sadly.
So when it give me a turn target citizen from your limbo.
Is that your turn?
Yep. Your turn.
I will disengage and draw. Legendary there. I will tap 2 black to play Zernix. And then I will also tap 1 blue to play Nuela.
Amuela, yep.
Muela. Okay. And then I will pass to you.
Disengage.
This to your 11 action. Okay. So it has to be blocked with 2 or more. So whatever. And then if you have the mana available, you can cast it for 1. But you don't, so it goes to your. Right. Like you get part of it. I will tap. Go for. I will second advantage. Being ravenous, when it attacks, it targets 2 11-year cards, and when it destroys an 11-year card, you discard it. And then when you're on short time 3, which means you only have 3 or less left, whenever you
Gonna play a Shinmar. Beginning a combat phase, the citizen gains 1 of the following keywords for each citizen attached to it until the beginning of your next turn to a max of 2. So you can gain Eager, Ravenous, Sidestep, or Steadfast.
Play it for this call.
Going to.
So when you attacked,
Combat?
he has to
Yep.
choose blocks.
Swing here.
If he does not block, then this is destroyed. And then he casts.
Yeah.
He casts. Now, if you
Memento Mori.
he can choose to block now. But this is already resolved.
Your turn.
Disengage and draw.
No, he's not playing. Yeah, he has it. Yeah.
I like actively have to look up the rules.
Sadly, going to drop another one of her. And I will tap 4 including 1 black, to play Xyla, the Gen. Enter, put 2 cards from the top of your deck into your limbo pile.
Then you tap to return target citizen from your limbo pile to your hand.
Yep. Okay. And then I will.
Yeah. It would be really hard. But yes. It's off. Yeah, you can do it at any time during your turn. Well, during your first phase, and then you attack.
I will
and you
pass to you.
You can do it at either one. But you don't even have to put one down for turn. Like if you're like at the bottom of 3 and it costs more than 3, then you don't.
So that's not abolish negative.
Right.
Abolish is exile.
Yeah, abolish is. But you have cards in your deck that allow you to abolish cards from your limbo. So if you abolish this from your limbo, then
I don't know how fucking attach works. From my end?
I would assume.
attack with a 9/7.
Oh, no.
I have an
I'm
8/12.
assuming it is as well, but I'll just best turn.
I will untap and draw.
After that, I will
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna drop that. I will have 3 over here and play
I'm going to move to combat.
Anacone,
You are on short time.
who's eager,
This,
Yeah, they already have.
the 9/5
and
here, and you have to block with 2 if you choose to block. Okay. So I will kill this one. I get to choose. Yeah, so I'll do
I
the damage.
will
I'll do 7 here and then he'll take 8.
enter combat. Or do I have to
Here-
enter combat to engage Xyla?
you're-
No, that's just a tap. Like it's just an engagement.
Okay.
You can do that during your main phase.
Okay, so I'll engage Xyla, and I'm gonna return Venus to my hand.
Tell me what Venus says.
Yep.
killing the and then the other
8/12 Ravenous. When it destroys a legendary card, I discard a card. Short time 3. Whenever I discard a card, go to effect. He gets eliminated 4 deck 4.
9, yes, 15. So
Pretty
And
good.
then,
but then
actually, I will
I'm going to
tap 1 green, and I'm going to play Life Up.
11 year card.
Yeah. Wonder in the middle of my attack phase, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna target
On the-
Anacone and Danny.
So the plunder two.
Okay, so they deal damage.
Yep, yep, so they'll
Correct.
kill each other, I believe,
Yes.
if you wanna read it.
Yeah, they deal damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Just before you go to blocks. And plunders from your limbo. Right. Yes. Okay. Just making sure you get that.
Then I will actually probably pass turn.
So you have to, right, you're casting those. And then the next thing you're gonna do is cast the thing, and then you want to do this. Oh, yeah. Yes. Wait, what is it? No, you're good.
Cast Argus. Venus Arcanist. It's 11/14. At the end of my turn, I may sacrifice a citizen and probe X, where X is the total swim cost of the sacrificed citizen.
Alright, so this is targeting, and this is you can't block, so these 2 11 your card. So you'll flip them over at the same time.
I'm gonna go to my instep. I'm gonna sack
You
this.
have 2 mana, so you can choose
Probe
to
1.
cast anything right now for this cost. So this one's free, and this one costs 1. So before that happens, I have Whenever I
Discard's bouldering it first.
discard.
Go
So I
ahead.
just destroy 2 level cards.
Disengage and draw.
And then 1 second. And then when I'm going to discard a card,
I really don't.
do the effect I can give target system -4 to the turn. So I'll give this one. It already had taken. So now you can cast it.
Alright, so
One thing.
but
I'm gonna draw.
vision around it. Engage
Tap 4 for Venus.
The ability would be like yeah, would be this, but this interaction. That's okay. Yep, you're good.
And then I will engage Scylla and return Anacone to my hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, you have no abolish all the tricks. And this, so what you can do is cast the blue first. So
I
you draw
will
2
pass
the
you.
card, and then you will abolish the card. All spells are at speed unless it says I will then cast it. So you draw 2, then you abolish any card from your hand that you want to give it. And then this card, part of the effect, abolishes itself after you cast it. So now you got 1 to bloom. So now you can cast it, but up to 5 to bloom you into your limbo. So you could cast it, put that into your limbo, or you can put it in your hand if you don't have it. Then I'm not sure. You can put that in your hand if you don't want to. The reasoning for that would be like, because that's not really anything.
We cast a Sindir.
So you could just.
Whenever I detach 1 or more citizens, I may attach a citizen from my limbo to the citizen I control.
Okay.
I can only use the ability once per turn.
Alright.
I will disengage
No, you didn't.
and
You're right.
draw.
So I'm still in combat. I am going to attack with Coco for this card.
I'm gonna tap.
The shot 2, you have to. You
I still don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap 3 and play Anacone, who's eager.
Sure.
And this card's abolished. Target plays
Yeah, so
games eager sidestep until beginning of your next turn.
Sure.
Oh, yep. Thank you. And then I will enter combat. I will attack with Anacone.
Where are you going?
This next one.
For every $2 cards.
I'll allow it. No blocking.
Okay.
And then I'll have to turn you.
Caster.
Yeah. I'll pass.
I'll attack and draw.
So I worked this and this in there. So an 8 card
Pay 3. Play a Lumi.
So that only means
I'm going to activate Cheeky.
you can't play it from your hand or
I'm going to attach it to. I'm not going to do that actually.
I had to caffeinate. How's it going?
Well,
Oh, look at this board stage. Okay. It's about to get really tense.
one or do anything. It's a card. He's a 6/9. I will not. Alright. I destroyed 0. I will pass.
I'll pass turn.
Okay. I will disengage and draw.
You should probably like have the stream.
I don't really think there's much value.
I'm just gonna tap 3, including 1 black, to play Jiren. When Jiren enters the island, you may return target citizen from your limbo pile to your hand. Throw 1. Do you have a response? I'm entering.
Can I read that?
Yeah.
That's fine, I guess.
Okay. And then I will enter combat. I will attack with Venus at those 2.
Okay.
It matters. You can abolish you can abolish.
I'll block with Argus.
Okay.
So if you end up
Um,
him later in the game,
I will attack with Xyla, the next one.
I don't have anything. Yeah. You'd have to say plunder.
Okay. And then I'm going
There you
to
go. Cast him.
I'm assuming I have to main phase 2 to play this, but tap 3, including a blue and a white. And I'm gonna play Undercurrent Ambush, targeting Venus.
No, you can do it during combat.
Okay.
It's
Oh
not
yeah, yeah,
focused.
yeah. You're right. Okay, so yeah,
that's
so
still-
during combat, I'm gonna disengage and attack with Venus at those 2.
Okay. In response, we're going to activate Cheeky. I'm going to attach up to 2 target citizens from my limbo pile to her.
Okay.
So I'm going to attach Speaky and today.
Okay.
I'm going to walk here to Kamago.
Okay.
I'm going to activate her detach ability and detach Danae to give this +2/+2.
Okay.
Whenever I block, I draw a card,
Okay.
but it's a 2/10,
Okay.
so it's not gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue.
And I will pass 2.
So now you're out of your cards. So I just have to hit you.
Okay. Fucked up. I forgot my ability.
If it's put from your deck, then I will give you, which is 3 sides.
I don't think I have a way to outside of I don't know if she does.
Oh, you guys are reaching critical mass. I'm gonna get real nosy. Don't worry, I won't show. I won't say anything. I'm gonna get real nosy. I wanna know what you guys are working with.
You get to choose.
I'm gonna play a Katori. Whenever she blocks, I can disengage another direct I control, and it gets +0/+6.
Okay.
The one I disengage. Pass turn.
Okay. I'm going to disengage
During first and second.
and draw. Okay. Okay. Yep. I am going to tap 2 black
You need to learn, it's hard to match.
and play Sunken Relic. Put up the 5 doubloon cards you own into your limbo pile.
Yep.
So I have 2,
Well, that's all that.
and I'll put them over here.
Short.
And then I am going to tap a blue and 1 extra, and I'm going to play Commute Sentence. So I will engage my Xyla,
Sure.
targeting your,
Kamago?
yep, Kamago.
I'll respond.
Okay.
Gonna activate Chicken.
Yep.
I'm gonna attach. Okay, this is gonna trigger Lumi. So whenever I attach a citizen, I draw a card, use that once a turn. So I'm gonna draw.
Okay.
And then I'm going to detach a citizen to give something +2/+2. I'm gonna give this +2/+2. Then I'm gonna do it again, give it another +2/+2.
Okay. Yep.
And then when I do it the second time, I'm gonna trigger this and attach from my limbo pile to a citizen I control. So we'll go here. Then it's a 4/12.
Okay. Okay. I will.
It's 1 mana spell that you access a citizen spell and then you attack. Yeah. I'm like, what is this?
That's what that is. It's a solid direction.
All right. I will enter combat.
Sure.
So you can draw and abolish one. You go to the boss.
All right. I am going to. Engage and plunder 1. Abolish target card from an opponent's limbo.
What's your target?
Targeting Beaky.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 1 green to counter that ability.
Okay. Yep.
You also need to plunder 1.
Yep. I will plunder. What do I have it? Is it citizens or any card? Okay. Any card. I will plunder. I'll just throw the balloon up there.
Sure.
And run only 1 die.
He just has to hit you once.
Um, in combat, I will attack with Venus if those 2.
Okay, I'll block with my 4. Taking damage this turn.
Confident I've won this game, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, I'll just block with the target.
Okay. I will. Attack with Edicone on your next one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the.
I think I do now.
I'll block with Kamago.
Okay.
Whenever it blocks, I draw a card.
Okay.
Yep.
You get a part of it is, it makes, like, I've lost many games because I attacked 1 too many six.
I will pass 2.
I will disengage and draw a turn.
Yeah, you just can't
I'm gonna cast Invoke Fire. Attach this to a citizen I control. Counts as an attached citizen, and I draw a card.
Yeah.
This is gonna trigger Lumi, so I'm gonna draw 2.
Okay.
You're playing some Coco Where you going? Alright, plus 2, I can't cast it.
Sacrificing doesn't count as destroying, right?
In what context?
Destroyed by effect I control, but I'm sacrificing.
Let me read it.
Yeah, you're good.
And on that. I'm looking for this guy has to be blocked by 2. So I'll go there.
A good question.
I don't think it counts, so I'm not gonna look.
I think it would. At the end of your turn, you may sacrifice a citizen in progress. That is an effect.
But I don't think sacrificing counts as destroying.
Here, hold on.
Second.
We're about to have some nutty plays if that's how this works. I don't think it is though.
I think I've finally figured out something I could have been doing this whole time. Because I could have just been plundering to be not blockable.
Yeah, you could have, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get rid of that now.
He didn't answer.
Who was it, Q?
This isn't destroyed by effective control.
It is 16 blocked by 2.
I would think so too.
That's what I'm saying.
In Magic,
It doesn't.
in Magic, it would totally work that.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it should.
I don't think it does it. Hold on. We're gonna look at the comprehensive rules real quick.
I have no clue.
It's an effect you control. And it's
But it
destroying.
depends on the definition of sacrifice. Does sacrifice mean destroy? If sacrifice equals destroy, then yes, it works.
Put a citizen you control into the limbo pile and resolve any death or dies triggers.
That sounds like destroying it to me.
How did it work again?
It says to sacrifice, you put a citizen you control into limbo and resolve any death or dies triggers.
Death/die triggers. That
Sounds
to me
like-
sure
yep.
sounds like destroy.
Destroyed slash
I'm gonna,
dies.
since people didn't answer my phone call, I'm gonna say it's fine for me.
All right.
I will be fine.
We're
with
gonna
it.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you guys agree, I don't.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I'm pretty
I
sure
want to
that's
see
how-
some sick plays.
I'm pretty sure that's how it was meant to be.
Pretty nutty.
I will.
Have I played a whole row this turn?
I don't believe so.
It's not like super relevant, but I like to make sure I've got proper counts here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move to combat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to choose 2 keywords for this. I'm gonna give it sidestep and ravenous.
Okay. Okay.
Because you don't have anything with sidestep, right?
Nope.
Okay. So this is gonna swing at these 2.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay. I will
For the balloon.
So when the crocodile enters, the water card control the ball at 2, -2, and then
I'm going to tap 2 and play a Kuni
-2 is for you.
and enter, deal 5 damage to target citizen. If you own 6 or more abolished cards, I don't, deal 7. But so I'm going to deal 5 damage to your TP.
Okay, in response.
Yep.
I'm gonna activate Cheeky.
Yep.
Attaching Kamigo and Beaky, triggering Lumi to draw a card.
Yep.
And then I'm going to this detach 1. We'll detach. It's Kamigo. Lumi again. Whenever it detaches, I get to attach to a citizen.
Yeah.
I know, we made it.
I guess I just reattach to Cheeky. But I'm actually just not going to do that. We have +2/+2. So it's a 7/7. Well, that's also a sidestep. What have I been doing? Alright. Anyway, are you done resolving that?
Yes.
5 damage to my 7/7?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, so main phase 2. I'm going to play a Dagon.
Okay.
Dagon is 12/13 that says whenever a citizen has their defense reduced to 0 or is destroyed by an effect I control, I may give target citizen -X, -X, where X is the printed attack of one of the citizens that died this way. I may only use this ability once per turn. So, I'm going to go to my end of my turn to trigger Argus to sacrifice the citizen I control. I'm going to sacrifice. I don't even know. I guess Katori. This triggers on the stack.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Took everything we liked, and everyone we didn't, and it worked out surprisingly. I don't know why it's
Pay 1 to cast. Well, no, we'll just sack this.
Okay.
I'm then going to deal 7 to this thing.
Okay.
So, or we'll give it -7,
Yep.
-7.
Yep. Which will in turn kill it.
Yep. That was the plan. That's the big plan.
That is kind
The saucy plan.
Alright. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. I will untap and draw.
Oh, I have to Probex. Sorry. Probex is 4. So. Let's see.
I'm going to untap all these as well.
Take 1 white, cast Timmy. Then I will add
I'm going to shuffle my deck. You hear me?
Yeah.
Limbow's gonna shuffle.
and then I cast 2 and play.
So it's limbo intent. So it's essentially a graveyard hate plus any of that.
Yeah.
It's very useful though. You can probably fight somebody with balloons on that. Yeah, right? Because if you have a bunch of balloons,
Go ahead.
Would you like to cut my deck?
take that from the
Sure.
and they have one of their limbo pods.
Alright, you ready for this?
Ready.
Play.
I'm ready for the sick play.
Alright, I'm going to tap 3, play a Coney,
Something really vicious
Yep.
from the forward, where you think that they're sitting
and
on the top of something.
then I'm going to tap 4 and use Unmake.
2 target citizens you don't control with combined total 2 costs of X or less on the bottom of their energy deck. X is equal to the number of cards in your hand, which is 1.
Yep, I didn't think about that. After, would you be opposed to
No,
me
you can
okay.
not.
I was like, oh, I have 2 in my hand. It goes down by 1. Because it's up to 2 cards. I was going to put one of your 2 drops. Well, you're only 2 drop. Well, darn. Can't really do that. So, I'm going to enter combat. I will
Combat has been entered.
attack with a Coney.
Here?
Yep.
That's not fun, is it?
No.
Oh boy.
Okay. Does that kill him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am going to then engage and plunder 1. Abolish a card target from. Okay.
Gonna respond.
Yep.
Yeah, so when Chris and I were
Okay. How do I do this?
kind of each faction.
Well, you can go ahead and plunder.
Okay.
Oh wait, why are you doing that?
So I'm in engage and plunder 1. So this will let me abolish. Can I still engage and plunder 1? Even if I.
You have to have a legal target
Okay.
or the ability.
Dig it. All right. Okay.
I was about to give you something to fucking.
All right. So I will not do that yet either. Dang it. All right. I will attack with this Akoni.
Oh boy. Attacking with stuff I don't want you to attack with.
Right now, all my stuff is unblocked.
Trade.
No.
Yeah. Are you gonna do
A thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna discard Alano.
Okay.
Put the top 3 cards in my deck in my limbo properly.
Okay.
Does this ability resolve?
Yes.
Then I'm going to detach here.
Yeah. With what? Whose ability? Like
Her ability is just attach a citizen, give target citizen +2/+2.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to trigger Cindier,
Okay.
so I'm going to Roscoe to attach. I'm going to attach here.
Okay.
I'm going to detach again.
Okay.
I'm going to +4/+4 here.
Yep. So you're 12.
12. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. So that'll kill me. Is that resolved on that ability?
As long as you're good.
Yep.
Okay with everything.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that'll kill. All right. So now I will engage and plunder 1,
Sure.
and I will plunder him. When this card is abolished, target Piscean citizen gains eager or sidestep. I'm gonna give Akimi sidestep.
Sure.
Until beginning of your next turn. Okay. And then so I will just target your Roscoe and abolish it.
Sure.
Just because that's resolving that ability.
Yep.
All right. And then so I will attack with Venus.
Yep. Got the walker.
And then that kills me. Dang it. Okay. I will I will just sidestep. And then I will pass to you.
I'm gonna attach it here. I'm gonna draw a card off here and off a Libby.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yep, pass. Didn't go as well as I was hoping it would. These new cards are nice though.
When you play this, they all go
Direct's kind of fun.
to your
I had a feeling you would like them.
this guy under 2, it can't be blocked. So under 2, you take 2 cards from the so you're basically giving yourself an excuse to make this guy.
I'm gonna go to combat.
Yep.
I'm gonna give this guy sidestep ravenous.
Yep.
So we're both.
Yep.
Early game.
So Tokyo goes out, and I'm going to. Do you
No, you're
have any response? Okay, now I'm going to tap 1 and play the Glory Lie. Okay.
Good. And then I'll attack with sidestep here.
Yep, you got me. See, I could have been using Camilla
Yeah.
to plunder 1. I could have
So-
defensively.
So when I was doing this to make this bigger, you could have plundered in response to get rid of my target.
Okay.
That would reattach. So like when I detached, right?
Okay.
And then it triggers this, and I have
could
to
then
target,
engage
and you
and-
could have engaged to get rid of my target, and then I
Okay.
wouldn't have had
Yeah,
another one to make this live. I mean, I don't
Okay.
think it would have mattered a whole lot, but
It would have just helped.
it would have been another thing, you know, that I would have liked.
Okay.
So definitely one of those things that like, this is like a graveyard hate ability. You use it to hate out anything I'm targeting for sure.
Yeah.
If this is supposed to work this way,
That's
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Um,
Yeah, I was.
yeah.
Yeah. I like Oconee getting abolished as well.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna cycle that as much as I could.
Game 2. Got any sideboard stuff? I don't know. What do you think that would be good against you?
That really confused me because I'm playing with the Dragon Shield again.
I have these exact dragon shields, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
I almost brought them in this, and it's like, nah, we'll just bring the cheap one.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's why I looked at that and I was like, why are you grabbing my box of cards?
Yeah. I wish I could be seeing.
I wish I had that many balloons. That's what it's kind of hard with sealed, where it's like I don't have the cards that I need.
Yep. I don't have enough Pisceans to make them worthwhile.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Your druid checked. Oh, did you already shuffle or?
I
I was just I saw him sitting there, wasn't sure.
forgot to. I was sideboarding.
No, oh sorry.
Hasbro now owns Oculus. So it's actually an issue that Watson owns. But yeah.
I'm gonna go first, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Mini Louie versus Tarzan. Who will win?
That's hilarious.
I guess I'm Tarzan.
I don't know. Those already. I don't need that. Yeah.
We'll get rid of 4, I think. Nah. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop 3.
I'll do 4.
That's it.
Good luck, sir. Your deck's
Same
scary.
to you. Yours is too.
Once I got the engine up, it was
Yeah.
like pretty sick.
Yeah, yours is gonna be like really nice. Oh, this could be cool.
Don't forget your.
Oh yeah, thanks. Ready?
Ready?
I want something to show you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna drop Memento Mori and Pastille.
No turn one. That's what we like to see.
I know it's rough.
Smoldering Embers in Soul Row. Pass turn.
I will draw.
Dave, listen to me speak.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to drop any of these. I'm just gonna drop that. I'm gonna tap one and play a doubloon to draw two.
Yep.
1, 2. Sadly, I'm just gonna abolish other doubloon.
Pretty good.
And then I will play one and play Tokyo.
Hokio. You do the hokey hokey.
Okay. I will pass to you
Four.
Hoki.
You know, there are
I'm gonna put Mabon Ritual of Autumn into Soul Row, and I'm gonna put a Tamago into play.
Noise.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Untap and draw. I'm gonna drop that one. Sadly. And I can't even do that. Okay. Tap 3, including 1 blue, for a Eros.
That's an Eros. I want game one.
Yeah, sadly.
Was it down on the wire, or did that board state finally dissolve, or what?
Yeah, I had one left.
Yeah.
And then he let me untap with 2 sidesteppers.
You guys
Oh
better,
my God.
you guys better turn it out. You're 2 minutes. This is game 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And then I will enter.
Yeah. I'll block.
Yeah. I will enter combat and attack with Kyo. Or wait, did I just play him?
No, you played him to
Okay.
block.
Yeah, I thought so.
I mean, I'll block him.
Okay.
I'll draw a card when it blocks.
Yeah. Now I played Eros. Okay, yeah, pass. Yeah.
I'll draw.
they're gonna release the version sometime this late this summer. Like,
Let's see. Gonna play Cindy. That's turn.
And draw. I'm gonna drop Darren. I'm going to tap 4. Play Freaky.
Oh, Drakey.
And then I will enter combat.
Yep.
And attack with Eros.
This says citizens dealt damage by the citizen do not disengage during the next disengage phase. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Put that in hand.
And I will pass to you.
so that's what you're saying, but what is the vortex?
The music.
It's sheer scale. It's not limited. Yeah. So I like where your head's at.
Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. And draw. And untap that. I'm going to tap 1 green. And play like the Ritual of Summon on Eros and your Comico.
If you get there, hey man, if you wouldn't mind, if you run over there and
I'm gonna cast Frigid Requiem. Targeting Kamigo.
Yeah.
It says target citizen gains if this citizen dies. I may place a citizen with total total cost 2 or less than the citizens from my hand on the island.
Okay. That's cool. So yeah. 8 against the 8-0. So gain that ability.
I'll put Diami into play.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it means
What?
you can't use
I know, I told you. Does the enter the island effect trigger? I would assume.
No.
Okay. And okay. And then I will enter combat and attack with Hokyo.
Oh.
And-
I'll block it. I'll let you get your doubloon.
Okay. Can I? Here's just a general question. Can I still search even if I know there's no doubloons? Because I'll go ahead and tell you I don't have any more.
Like if you just want to shuffle.
I mean, do I have
Yeah,
to?
no, you can search. You can fail to find.
Okay. I was just wondering, like, per, like...
I mean, I assume so.
Yeah. Oh, so no doubloons. Cool deal.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's no point for me to do it either.
Right. I assumed you only had 2.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you told me you had 2.
I don't know why I attacked with him.
I know why.
Okay. I gotta get my plunder 5 up as well. I just need the dead citizens or dead cards. Alright. Oh, do you want to cut or
Okay, you're
anything?
good.
Okay. And then I will enter combat, or still in combat, attack with arrows.
Like this, I know, like the sacrifice is.
I'll block up the music.
Okay. Trade.
Yep.
We'll do. I will pass to you.
Draw. Play Lumi. Don't worry, past him. That's certain.
Disengage and draw. I like. I will tap 1 and play Wildland.
That's pretty good.
And I'll pass.
You're in step. I'm gonna cast Invoke Fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna attach here. And
Yeah.
when I attach, I'm gonna draw 2.
In response, I'm gonna play Pain and Messenger.
That's fine. I'll just draw the 1 off the Invoke.
Yep. I just don't want to get that other draw yet.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I could have waited.
Untap, turn, draw a card.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead and pass turn.
Okay. We'll untap and draw. Yep, we'd like to see it. I will tap 2. But I'll just get the Xernex out there. And I'll pass. Actually, you don't have sense. I will enter combat
Yep.
and attack the Wildland.
Here?
Yep. And I will not abolish him. Or, yeah. And I'm not going to abolish him. So then I will pass to you.
Okay. Instead. Nothing. Draw turns. Ooh. That's true.
Is engage and draw. I'm going to tap the black and a blue to Sunken Relic. Put
Sure.
these into my limbo,
Yep.
and I will. Enter combat.
Combat.
Sidestep with violent.
Here.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep.
Would you like to abolish Wild?
Nah. Keep them. Pass you, sorry.
Alright, so I will we found two cards that are taking place in the same place.
Oh, pass turn.
Okay.
Very
Oh,
close.
untap and draw.
Very close. It's the same place, but it's the same time. There's another card in the set.
Okay.
showing this place.
This one. So I'm going to plunder 5.
What's your target?
My target will be your beyond.
Okay. Plunder your 5.
Okay. So I'm going to plunder 2 balloons and arrows, Tokyo, and Waita.
Okay. I'm gonna counter your ability.
Okay. I will. And tap 3, putting 1 black to play Xylo.
Sure.
Put 2 cards from the top of your deck into your limbo pile. Probably should have done that before I plundered. Yeah, that would have been great before I plundered. And I will pass to you.
Good draw for him.
Okay.
Play Moogle. And I will pass turn.
I will untap and draw. And tap 2. And play Paku.
Sure.
I will then plunder 2 to give this guy's ability of this citizen not be able to be blocked. I will plunder. Yeah, we'll do Akimi and Anoki and Anakomi. And when this card is abolished, target Piscean citizen gains eager or sidestep until the beginning of your next turn. So I'll give that to Driki. I'll give sidestep to Driki.
Okay.
And I will enter combat.
Yep.
I will attack with the Zernix who can't be blocked. I will then. Are you gonna do this? Yeah. I will then attack with Wyland.
Sure.
And then I will. Yeah. I will abolish Wyland and break the next one. And then I will pass to you.
I'll draw.
We said that to translate the
One too many. I'm going to cast Harrowing Loss.
Yeah.
I'm going to sacrifice Katori and deal 13 to all your citizens.
Okay. Well, dang. Can I read Herring Loss?
Sure can.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
It is pretty brutal.
Okay. So, yep, no die triggers really. I have Drake's die trigger, but it doesn't really help me.
All right.
I told you that's what I told you.
Let's see how you can do this.
Yeah, everyone else said it would be at a different.
Let's see. I guess Viki will attack here.
Yep. I will pass that.
All right. You're good.
Untap and draw. I will pass to you. See how this goes.
Boy. Play Dagon.
Okay.
That's turn.
You sure?
Yep. Positive.
Okay. I'm going to tap 3, including 1 white, for Nadar. Enter, all players draw 1.
Nope. No one can draw cards or add cards to their hand via card effects.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, I
that
didn't
does a
know.
whole
Oh,
lot of
okay.
nothing.
I didn't know that's what the new Theon did. Okay, cool. Well, I will pass my turn. Why don't you just
I was waiting for you to try to put something in your hand with like the with the Xyla.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope. Sure can't. It's why I haven't been attaching things because I can't draw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, ugh. Four, 5 mana. I'm gonna play Argus.
Yeah.
So drawing for turn is not a word. It's something. So you can, like, for instance,
Gonna go to Instep.
Yeah.
the balloon says draw 2 cards. When you cast it, you couldn't draw. The drawing for turn is.
I can't do that. So.
Really?
Oh boy, what do I do here?
Right. So yeah, that would be a part of it. You'll still do the first part, but you can't draw.
Theon will attack here.
I will allow it. 0, card key. Enter. You may put X cards from the top of your deck to your limbo pile.
It's the number of Pisces you
control
can
any.
control.
Well, I control 1 now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Alright. I'll untap and draw.
He reveals his hand, and you would abolish every other copy of this card in that.
What a board state.
So you have to name it. You have to target a card from the deck. And then you'll abolish that card and every other copy from his hand or his hand. And if you get any from his hand, he'll get the same card, but he appreciate it.
Yep. I'm just going to
I talk like that.
pass it to you. Not much I can do.
Say, oh, there we go.
Look how many people you could attack with, though. Yep.
Gonna play that. I'm going to again swing a feel on here, I guess.
Yep. Hacho.
I'm pretty sure I was
See, you're only sidestepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this has that.
Oh, okay.
That's problematic.
Yeah, that'd be hard to get.
Okay, I'll Best turn.
Okay. I will draw. Yeah.
Like 3 minutes on there.
That's fine.
Yep.
I will
Try not to die here, Louis.
tap 2.
So try not to die here.
Yeah. I'm going to engage my Nadar and play this and engaging my Nadar and targeting your cheeky.
So you're trying to deal 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a response. I'm gonna cast Invoke Fire.
Okay.
So attach here. Cannot draw. I'm going to detach to give it +2/+2, triggering Sindar,
Yeah.
which is going to allow me to attach.
If I got like the next card in the
And then going to detach to give it another +2/+2. So it's a 9/9, taking 8.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
Then let's do that. Okay, I'm not trying to
Yeah. Yep. That's brutal.
It's alive.
I'll just go ahead and attack with Tasha. Kill it. Yep.
Hold on.
Oh, yep. You gonna respond to that?
Yeah, I'll message you on Discord whenever that comes in, and we
Okay, this is fine. This is gonna die.
Yeah.
It's gonna trigger Dagon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give this -5/-5.
Okay.
So it's gonna die.
Yeah.
Just print an attack. Yeah. And then you can't add anything to hand because of Dion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. This is used.
we've prevented death
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah,
a
that's
moment.
Alright. I will pass you.
On tap.
Dang it. I thought I had that.
This is there. It's up here. Oh, you know what? That wasn't even a thing you could do. That's fine.
What?
Mughal says you can't.
Oh.
Drax I control, not named Mughal, can't be targeted by your effects.
I didn't
But
see
it's
that.
fine.
No,
I
okay.
think that is separate than spells. So
Okay.
you might. I think you can actually still
Okay.
target it. We'll draw for turn.
I'm gonna read it real quick. Okay.
Do I just win no matter what?
Probably. You have like 1,000 cards on the field on the island.
Okay.
Get their own turns.
Yeah, I think he's got it here.
I will swing with Beaky here.
Yeah, let's see.
Are you what game?
Venus. Let us put that boy out there.
Mm. Yeah. Let's go ahead and cast this then. Everything has to attack and everything has to block.
Okay.
Okay. Every
I
system
read
must
that?
attack a fable and must block a fable. Just go ahead and
Okay.
cast it now.
Yep, that's interesting.
Same with my smaller stuff. Move on.
Yep, well, I will block with this guy.
Sure. It doesn't die.
Does
'cause
it
it's
not?
3 power. And then we'll attack with Dayami.
Yep, I will block it. Yep.
Oh, I get to trigger short time and look at your hand and
What
make you
is-
discard a card.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you discard that.
Okay. And
You're
so
blocking
that's
here.
fine. Yeah.
Cool. And then we'll attack with Roscoe.
Yep. Let's see. Can't play it on me.
And then we'll attack with Lumi.
Yep. Amuela.
And Argus here for.
In
Make you
response,
block.
I'm gonna. No, I can't. Yep, I got a block.
Okay, and then Fionn for
Yep,
Shutdown.
you got me. Good game, good game.
Alright, Druid's kind of nuts.
Yeah, Druid's a lot to manage, and like as an opponent,
I feel like the problem with Piscean
Mhm.
is that you need such a critical mass of like doubloons. and
Yeah,
That it's hard to do in limited.
yeah. I will say I agree.
But
with you.
if I don't get removal,
Mhm.
then you just murder me.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like and Anacone, I really enjoyed him. The doubloons, obviously. Camuela's really good for Piscean.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
Like she makes me want to run it.
yeah.
Because I have the one, and I
then
have the 4
Serenix is
doubloons,
good.
and then I have the second
Yeah.
relic, and it's like. But I don't have enough like
Yeah,
plunder. Like I don't have a Drinky. I don't have any of the other cool Pisceans that like
yeah. I
plunder.
know it was kind of hard. Like I had to throw in.
How many cards are you running?
I think 31. I'm
I think
one
you
over.
probably
Up it probably.
maybe yeah,
Yeah.
if you can, if you got cards.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah,
we're
I
good.
got it too. I'll put it in.
Yep.
You got it.
Got a gold text card.
Oh, there's new rules for going to time. Is there not?
Logan, who got it?
I put it in. I got it.
There's 6 cards that have one on them. No, no, bad. No. What? They're like signed by the artist.
I think it's 66 in total, right?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I think it's like 6 for like 11 cards.
I just want one, dude. Can you imagine one of those?
Or what?
A signed card.
I with a hand cannon.
I'll have one. Next to Mori, which will return up to 2 citizens with total soul cost of 1 each. And then from my limbo pile. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
It's
Two citizens.
Yeah.
Total soul cost of 1 each. From my limbo pile to the
I'm
pile
not
under my
sure.
control.
Yeah. So it's from your remote to the
Yeah, I was quicker than that. So, yeah, I'll actually, instead of doing that, scroll.
Say that. I can really put it in matrix so you know that.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that's it.
I don't know the soul collector back time.
Is there any point now?
Yeah. The serial lines. Yeah, there's some serial lines that are worth $1,000. They were the card that he could sign. Especially, it'll think especially. There's no way it got tackled. There's no way.
I'm surprised they didn't put it on the extent because they released that gift once.
97.
I'm surprised they didn't put it.
I wish somebody would have pulled it just here. You know, unless you have to. Probably some rich person that already has tissues.
Alright, so I got 2 things. So since I'm looking, one of the things I have with me is my card catalog that I use for organizing. It's a literal library catalog. And I realized that one of the drawers in that catalog has spirits.
Look how we did most of our card.
There's some good stuff in there. So stuff in here, good animation, foils, number mark. This is stuff that I picked up a long time ago. Craze. It's actually got free.
So it's, I don't want to tap for three. I guess we'll move to combat.
And there's so many different places for that.
Anyone with side strap?
Did you play Change? Yeah, that's the one for sealed, which is still very good. Your opponent's system includes all abilities, so they don't have slack.
For $4.
You still have cards.
I will play that. Enter,
Oh, that's right. Give the ability and attack to use its ability. It's still there, just can't.
A lot of this stuff out there, you're gonna have to send in a PSA.
Oh, what's the goods?
Whereas,
Like, see slab.
no, I don't have it yet. It's for stuff that I was getting ready to send.
So it goes 6/6.
This one right here. So the must attack.
I have
I can play with
Tanner
it.
traded me the.
Yeah.
One.
Good game.
I knew that the balloon was under there somewhere.
Yeah. The roach is.
So, Jeff, sure, I have one more of these in the car. Sure, thanks, sure.
You go really, then you go all OG Roberts. It literally comes down to like just one turn, like one foul. We were playing almost the same deck. Here we go. I just traded in some cards. Yeah, I just traded in some cards. One card that attacks. Magic cards. Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Alright, comes your turn, they're up. Find your opponent. You're not playing you. I'll come to you. Maybe. I'll come to you. Well. Yeah. You got all his stuff all over me. One of these yours.
I don't know.
Oh, Louis.
I'm gonna give you another 10.
What up, everyone? We're playing Cav. Let's go, Cav. We're playing Cav, everyone.
Oh.
Are you leaving?
All right, Cav, what are you playing today?
Playing Piscean with like a little mix of Ascendant in there and yeah, a couple other cards.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, I'll go first. All right, we got the Wyland, everyone, but we didn't get any white resources. We got Wyland with no white.
Oh.
So I'm gonna bury everything and
Okay.
go for it.
Oh, that's not the thing I thought was gonna happen, but okay.
What, you thought I was gonna bury Wyland?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm a gambler.
Shuffle right.
Yeah.
Draw two.
All right, my friend. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck. All right.
I'm gonna drop a Zonesh for resources. Then I'm gonna tap that. Sorry, engage it to play a Tocho. This has a 3/3 sidestep, and if a card would be put directly in the limbo pile from my deck, I can cast it for 0 if this card. And so yeah. Anyway, your turn.
All right. I'll draw for turn. I will also drop Finish. I'll tap one and I'll play for Donia. And when she enters the battlefield, I can look at the top 2 cards of my deck and put them back in any order. So I'll take a look here. Right there. And then I'll pass the turn.
Cool. I'll draw. I'll play Amador. Tap to play Wyland. There it is, everyone.
Oh, so good.
Sidestep Tocho there.
Okay. No coach.
That's you.
And whenever another threat sends to the island under your control, you may reveal the top card of your deck.
I am going to drop it to tap one and play Hokia. And then I'm going to engage her. And I will draw one. And then this will return to my hand. And then I will pass the turn.
Sorry. Dealing with some chat stuff.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. I'll draw. You don't have side stuff, right?
Unfortunately.
Black Zernix. Blue for Hodoko. Tocho here.
Play Oscar.
Wyland here.
I'll go ahead and cast the doubloon.
Okay.
So, polish, I'll draw 2. And then I will. Okay. I'll get rid of this.
Pass it.
I will draw for turn. I'll draw Tainted Messenger. Then I will tap 3. Play Kraka.
Oh no, what does Dukraka do?
Also the little sidestep, and then Your opponent's control get -2, -2.
Okay.
All right, and then
I got Duke done.
all right, and then I am gonna pass the turn over to you.
I don't think we drafted any removal. This is a 3.
Yeah, it's a 3 drop and it's an 8/8.
So you're talking this way for your hand.
Okay.
I'm going to.
I'm gonna attack with Hogo.
Okay. He's a 5, or sorry, so he's
He's
a
a
3/1.
3/1.
I will block with Oscar.
Okay. When he dies, I get to look for
A doubloon.
search my deck for a doubloon.
Yep.
Black. Craze.
It is fine in Tokyo.
Pass.
Draw.
Man. Nernix? I'll just straight attack.
Okay. Alright. I will rock with Yo. So they'll both die. I'll get a search my deck.
Oligor. I'll pass.
What a card to have in sealed.
Yeah. Kind of ridiculous.
I love it.
I'll drop my doubloon. Actually,
Gives mid-range a chance in sealed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop Ellen. And then I'm gonna tap one black and play Morocco. And then I'm gonna tap one blue and play Fredonia. And I can, once she enters the, look at the top 2 for my deck. Okay.
They're not on the island, they're just.
Then I have 2 remaining. So I'll tap 1 black and 1 colorless for Zusha. And whenever you play the balloon, the citizen gains sidestep until end of turn. And a short time 4, he will. Alright, so then I will enter into combat and I will swing Oscar here.
The blue? I'll play my hand.
Okay. And then.
Hold on. I'll cast it for free.
Okay.
Goes there. R2 and XL1.
Her ability is whenever another direct citizen enters the island of your control, you may put the top cards in your deck.
And then I'll pass it.
If you don't, you may erase the top of the bottom of the deck.
Or it's destroyed by backpack. I mean, give targets.
Wait, no. You attacked me, that's how I got her.
Then your turn. Remember, you attacked my 11 year ago. Yeah, your turn.
That'll allow me.
Okay, I'm gonna, let's see, this is a 4/4.
Two blue. Two red.
Interesting. Duke Rockak, and it sucks.
Yeah, I mean he's a 3-drop too now, so he comes out much quicker. But the -5 was even that was rough. That was tough. Because I don't think that they lost sidestep before with him either.
Yeah, now that I'm playing card, I can use the balloon, abolish him, and get sidestep.
Man, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I'll play 3.
Yeah.
Inoki. And then I'll smash you with an 8/4 here.
I guess I'll block with. Yeah, I'm gonna cut Anfredonia.
Okay, so both of those die.
Yeah.
Pass you.
I will. I'm gonna play
So I'm gonna drop Dahlia. Tap 1 to play the balloon. I don't reveal Craig. And I draw 2 and then I'll abolish 1. I will okay, so then I'm going to
Okay.
Just to make sure.
I'm gonna play or tap 2.
Side quests.
I want to get my what's the
Okay, yeah, I'll just do this. I'll tap
I'll
2.
riddle.
I'll play Zernik,
Thomas Blue,
and then
Jojo,
I'll tap.
the storyteller with the last
Story left.
I'll play 2. Tap 2. Sorry.
I like it.
And I will use commute sentence, and I will use that to engage target citizen you control and deal X damage to target citizen where X is equal to the engaged citizen's attack. So that is a 2/2/1/1. All right. So yeah, I guess I will use Oscar, and I will take out Wayland.
Even though he doesn't have sidestep anymore?
Yeah, because I know if he ever gets it back, he can do some damage.
You suck.
Yeah.
Also, if he ever sneaks through, he does.
yeah. So,
We didn't draft any of them.
okay.
That's,
So,
I don't remember.
go here.
Yeah.
That was my next play. That was my next turn play.
All right, and
Not
whenever
that we needed in our deck, but
So,
in ritual.
whenever you play a doubloon, this citizen gains sidestep till end of turn. So I'll go ahead and swing here.
Okay, and I will. You don't gain sidestep because citizens lose sidestep.
I didn't know if he gained it.
No.
Even
They don't
after
have.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Still attack.
yeah.
And
Okay. And then I will pass.
Oh my. Attack 4/4. Attacking here.
Right, so you move the combat, and then you gain.
Yeah, someone's gonna deal
So how many-
4 damage to him. Okay, I'm gonna let that one slide.
So you have to do it before you move.
Dar.
And then at the beginning of combat, I'll do a game of all.
Okay. And so,
Beginning of your round. Yeah, well, you can't.
Oh, no. I don't
I
like
mean, yeah, you keep it on the left, but like, if you should, steadfast, then it won't matter. If you are in the attack,
yes.
Alright. Do you have any cards in hand?
2.
I'm gonna tap 2. Sorry. I'm gonna tap 1. And I'm gonna play Malka. And whenever you place your second card in your soul roll, you can draw. Then I will go ahead and I'm gonna drop Lucia. Yeah, Lucia. And then I'll tap 2.
it doesn't say all.
I'll play Eligor, which will allow me to drop a second card into a Sora.
I read it right the first game, and then read it right the second place.
I don't even want to do that. But what I am going to do is.
When you do it, you get to draw a card.
What is it?
When you do it, you get to draw a card, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to do that because I'm getting these other cards. Okay. So, alright, I'm going to enter into combat. And then I'll plunder 2. So this citizen can't be blocked. And I'll swing right here.
The balloon. Put it in my hand.
Okay. And then I will swing with Oscar here.
Put it in my hand. Actually, I'm gonna put it in my hand.
I will. I'll pass.
You're each citizen has 30 I guess you're
How many side stuff do you have?
But
How many side stuff do you have?
none. You,
I'm
I
gonna.
guess I have 1 because of him.
So who?
No show.
You didn't play a doubloon this
Oh
turn.
yeah, you're talking about this turn. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Pay 3. And opponent's citizens lose all abilities until end of turn.
Okay.
So I have sidestep back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play the Bloom,
Okay.
giving these both sidestep.
All right.
Draw 2. Abolish a card from my hand. Back you. Hero sidestep. Back you. Hero sidestep.
Attack 2. And play Mutiny. And I'll deal 8 damage because short time 3 to target attacking or blocking citizen.
RIP! 8 damage. Okay. That was my win. Screw it.
Okay. I can't block it. Oh, I'm not thinking I saw it stuff now.
I'm
Can't
gonna.
hang out with your partner anymore. I'm gonna buy more dice I don't need.
He just screwed me. I had the game win, and then he killed one of my creatures attacking. That wasn't focused, right?
No.
Stupid mutiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna abolish 5 citizens to play a Tua,
Okay.
Combat trick.
and then I'll freaking pass angrily. I'm very upset right now because I had that game in the bag.
But
now I
if
lost.
he didn't have that Duke, it'd be like over.
Yeah.
Well,
Quick. He's got
I tainted the Duke,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
He stalled one
and then
more turn.
he killed one of the, and I tainted the Duke, and I had a doubloon hitting 2 Vushas.
Yeah.
Said 3 sidestep, and he killed it.
Okay.
That stinks.
So he's got 2 blockers.
I have like literally no hope.
Okay, yeah. I'll swing with Malka.
I remember. Oh yeah. It's not gonna.
This is my only hope on
That-
Duke, but
yeah,
he's
that-
not blocking with Duke, so.
I'll swing with
Yeah, but
Malka
you just need his effect going, right?
2/2.
Mhm.
I think I take that opportunity and I block
Okay.
for that.
And I will plunder 2.
I mean, I'm dead, but it's like I get lucky and have a couple zeros. 5, 4.
You have no soul open.
Yeah, it can't be blocked until.
Oh no!
Let's go! Let's go!
This card that is so we
forced it.
We forced him into the deck, and he's somehow performing when he has no reason to perform.
Okay.
That is dumb luck that Waylon keeps showing up.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right. I'm gonna keep going. All right. I'll swing with Oscar here.
Hold on, before you tax all you got individually. It's not like that.
I want to keep Tua for the Duke. This can attack, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll. Well, you can't have something. Or you can't have, even if you doubloon. All right, I am gonna let that one hit. Oh my God!
0.
You flipped 2 zeros?
Oh my God!
Okay.
Holy crap!
When we made this though, our curve was like 7 1-drops. Like so, our
Yeah.
deck is very low to the ground. This makes sense. Very low to the ground deck. Everything on our board right now is 2 or less. Oh no, except for Tua.
Which costs 0.
I like I keep saying our like I'm playing.
That's as clutch as you can get.
Yeah, it doesn't get luckier than that. Although, like I said, a third of our deck is 1-dropped.
I mean, he's got to win now. Or yeah.
Yo.
Got 3 creatures there. Hand.
Let me think here. Okay. Okay. So Tap one. I'll play Malka. In this turn, I've already placed the Soul Row card. So then.
There's a lot of cards.
I would have been able to do that anyway. Got to draw. Okay, so I'll play Unheated Warning. And you may place an extra card into your Soul Row, engage until end of turn, and draw one. I'll place an Adar.
You draw 2.
Two. Alright, I'm gonna swing.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna swing an Eligor at you.
Like here?
Okay. I'm gonna swing.
Wait, did his turn already end and it's another turn now?
No,
I'm gonna
he's
swing
he's
Croc
swinging me.
at you.
Is this a test? What? I kill it and you play Doubloon? And then I block with sidestep anyway? With Wyland? Is that your master test here?
Yeah, I didn't even think about him having freaking
Yeah,
side
I'll block
step.
there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What do I have left? I have 3 up.
This is still the same turn though, right?
Yeah.
How did he get more bodies and how did he attack?
Oh yeah, you can't attack him where you played another citizen.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I actually saved
I'm
me.
confused.
Oh, I didn't say yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be able to attack with 6 citizens.
Because I thought Eligor was
Yeah, he just put that's 100% what happened.
okay.
He
That's-
played
that's
this
why
and I let him keep attacking.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's why I was
Yeah,
confused. I
I'm
was like,
sorry.
It's
Yeah,
been taking
I'm
forever.
sorry.
I thought it was
Slow
the next turn.
Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, I put Nadar down so I can attack 2, 3, 4, and play the Paco. That's still, you got 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yep, that's game.
Wow, I pulled that one out. Go play it out.
That's game because of
So I got 6.
Yeah.
He's got 5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Plus
oh yeah. Plus you have the other card.
all Akimi and Dill.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate.
Tommy would take out the Duke. Was that game 1?
Yeah, that's game 1.
That was a solid game.
Yeah.
You guys are neck and neck. I think Rocky did more.
Yeah, that was good. Duke
Yeah.
Rocco was good.
Oh man, those 2 0 drops. I had it. Well, you had it, and then I killed the other one with sidestep, and then yeah, that was a good game.
We're not gonna attack.
Okay. Going first?
Yep, you wanted to cut?
Yeah. Got a game 2, baby. Keep.
I think I'm gonna keep. All right, I'm gonna drop it. The balloon. Tap 1. I'll play Malca. And I'll pass.
Forbidden Rendezvous into Wyland turn 1. That's you.
Okay. I will. Got it, dude. It's okay. I'll drop Forbidden Rendezvous. I'll tap 2.
How did you manage to play him again?
Turn 2.
Mutiny, and I'll deal 5 damage.
I'm not
oh, wait,
attacking
yeah.
your block.
Oh, shoot. Well, you know it's up now, though.
Guess what I'm not doing next turn?
Oh, man. Okay. Alright, then I'll just tap 1. I'll play. Yeah, and then
Sure you don't want to tap 2 to do something?
I'm sure I'll pass turn.
I'll play Doubloon. 2. Allegor. And I'll place another card from my hand in my soul row. I'll pass.
That's the whole thing. So it limited is actually nice because you want to polish it on.
Okay.
Polish the shirt.
I will again.
But
I think I have to.
so you do that and it's probably not just
I'm gonna drop Zernix,
very high risk.
and then I'll tap 2. I'll play 4. And then I may place another card from my hand into my side. Actually, not. Did this wrong. Shoot. I can't put either of these cards in my hand.
It's ultimate out of citizen.
I'm gonna do this.
No,
Okay.
no. Okay, let's just use the. You don't have to worry about tapping
Drop Wailing down.
Mm.
Yeah. I've already started, so might as well. And that doesn't really help me. What's happening? The balloon. 2. Okay. Oh man. Alright. And then I'll pass.
Yep. What's great is you need a bunch of stuff in your wallet, you can just plug it over. Yep.
I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna give Allegor +1, so it has Tenacious now. It's an 8/8.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack here.
Engage target citizen you control. Deal X damage to target citizen where X is done. I will tap 1 and I'll tap Allegor. And I'll do X damage to Wailing.
Put it in your hand, and I was like, no, you can't do that.
That's it.
You're right.
I'll draw. And I will drop Oscar. And I will tap 1 and I'll play Unheeded Warning, and I may place an extra card into my soul row engaged until it's your turn to draw 1. So I will drop So do I have to place an extra card in my soul row to draw one? Or I get to draw 3 if I do, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop this to there. And then I'll draw 3. And then I'll tap 1 and I'll play Malka. And then I'll tap 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I'll draw Kraka.
Good game. Good game.
And then
Vanish kind of piggybacks that.
I'll pass the turn. What is it?
Zonish kind of piggybacks that.
Yeah.
This is a 6/6. This is a 7/9
Wait,
stall.
why is it a 6/6?
Because this gives it +2/+2.
If it's a Piscean, right?
Oh crap. Yeah, so it's just a 4. That's a 5/7. Not super good. Pass.
So reveal the top. I'm going to attack or from the way.
Alright.
So reveal the top 5.
Okay. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna drop Ocean. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, I'll play Lopaka. She has sidestep, and when this citizen destroys an 11 card, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may abolish one of those cards face down, put the rest on the bottom of your deck. You may cast cards abolished this way as if they were in your hand. Okay. So then I will tap 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll play a Kami. And I will deal 5 damage to Eligor. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. I will. I'll pass.
Very afraid.
Three. 5 damage to do Kraka. 5 damage to do Kraka. Thanks, Kami. That felt good. Okay, I passed you.
Okay. I'll draw.
Win, lose, or draw here. That felt good.
Okay. I will tap 3. I'll tap 3 and I'll play Zanesh.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So then I will. I'll enter combat and I'll swing with Lopaka. Yeah, there.
1.
I will. That hurt. Okay. I'll swing with the Kami here
It's an 8/8.
to 10-10 because it's a Nash. But yours are also 10-10 because of yours and Nash.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. I've done that same thing. Okay. I literally didn't realize till after I attacked too, and I was like, oh, he's gonna block it. Okay. Then I will. So those are now 9 and 11s.
9 11s, and this is a 12 12. That's
I'll tap 2. I'll play Dahlia. And when she dies, each player sacrifices a citizen. And then, do any side stuff? This here.
9 is a 11 11.
Side step.
And this is a
6-5.
10 9. I'll let it hit. I'll cast Mushu.
Alright, and then, okay, whenever this citizen destroys an 11-gear card, I can look at the top 3 cards I have. I can abolish one, but let me make sure
You
I'm
can cast
doing
it,
this right. Yeah, okay, makes it to where I can cast. Alright, so, and then the other 2 cards go to the bottom of my deck. The rest on the bottom of your deck, you pick it. And then I will cast Unified by the Code and abolish target citizen with less attack than the Piscean citizen you control. So she has a 11/11. I need to take the buffs down some. Yeah, so I'll get rid of one of them. Then I will pass.
The blue?
I'm fun messing with all your players. Told him asked me to sign things. Like the guy with the Estrid shirt asked me to sign the card for him, and I said, "Okay, tell me Estrid's story." And he goes, 3 Malkas.
Sidestep Bushu. There.
Okay. Good. And I'll pay the 1.
Sidestep Vijo here.
Go.
This game.
Ah,
I mean, I'll play that.
brutal.
The double game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You could also have 3 1-drops again in that.
That's actually
It's a very real possibility with how we constructed this.
Okay. Alright. And then.
hold on, let me think about it if I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Problem is, I know I don't have any more doubloon. I have one more. I do have one more.
I see 2 in your show. One's up there.
Yeah, I
Hey,
do have one more.
I'll tap one and I'll play it for done, yeah. Okay, and then I will enter into combat. And I will. Okay, I'll swing with Malphia here.
I could probably kill off those. I think that's the best bet. Not let those hit. I'll block with the Zernix. Oh wait, they don't get bumped, right? Because they're Ascendant? Yeah. I'll block with the Zernix.
Okay. Swing with Malphia here.
Zernix.
Swing with Malphia here. Alright, just putting the ones that I can still attack with up here. Okay.
Hold on, I'm not blocking it. Sheesh! Sheesh, that's hard! Okay, and that just dies. And that just dies. Okay, it hits.
Okay, what does?
Your Malka here.
Okay. Malphia hits.
Oof.
Can you play that?
No.
Okay. And I'll swing with Dahlia here.
Game.
Damn.
Game 3.
Last one of the doubloon too.
That Malkia synergy that was going on was crazy.
I thought you
I
were
was
gonna
getting
deck out.
so much ramp.
I thought you were gonna deck out at one point.
I was getting so much ramp. I mean, on like turn 3, I had like 7 mana available. Like, and I had a ton of cards in my hand.
It's her whole thing. It's not technically clicking, all kind of her whole thing.
Alright.
That was hilarious how you took out the Dukraka. Deal pop, deal pop.
You're just gonna get Dukraka again.
That's yeah, it's like got a lot of draw to get him. But it just depends how quick you get those side steppers out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now if it said when you cast her, if it said when you cast her, do that then.
Then you wouldn't see it stop,
But the
right?
fact that she has the inner authority, that's it.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to move right.
Oh, I guess I'll keep. I'm gonna put that down.
You're going first, right?
Yeah, I did not get my good stuff. Okay.
Alright. I will drop Laser Mesh. Then I'll tap one and play Superdonia. And then I can look at the top 2 cards on my deck and put them back in the heap. Okay, and I'll pass.
I mean, I guess. Wyland,
Like I said, the best removal.
pass.
For me, from 1 to like.
Draw.
Yeah.
I will draw.
Alright, I will attack with.
I'll draw with the balloon. And then I will engage Fredonia. And I'll draw one, return it to my hand. Then I'll pass.
I'm guessing you have that card that's whenever that person attacks, you return it to their hand.
What?
So you have there.
There's gotta be some sort of combat. It's a very like flashy coverage. But it's very much so we already get right.
I'm gonna not play that down. I'm gonna pass you.
That's what I was right.
I'm talking up that store right now.
There needs to be a. But yeah, the biggest one is something you can do and I'll go off. You can like use ascendant ability to
I'll draw.
Rosa to put around this. Just those in your library.
Then I will I will play Fredonia.
Nothing right now.
I'm gonna play.
Oh crap, isn't that card that you have white? I don't remember what color it is.
Yeah, I'll tap 2 and I'll play. And I'll tap 1 more. I'll play Fredonia. I'll top some cards on my deck and put them back in any order. And then I will pass
Do anything. But luckily, that's where the back box first.
I will.
12 minutes left in the round.
Oh, wait. Yes,
Amy, destroying that.
So. So this is the target.
Where's go? Okay.
That's good thought.
Violent here.
Pass.
Mhm.
I'll draw. And then I will draw.
From your left, only if they have it off. So that would you can either put in your hand or
Yeah. I'll play the balloon and I may polish this. And I will tap 1. Now engage target citizen and draw 1.
yeah, that's
You can't attack.
I got COP and
Uh,
like Venus.
I will tap Fredonia. Turn her to my hand and I'll draw 1. And then I'll tap 2. I'll play Bear Show. Then I'll pass the turn.
Put a Wyland.
That's not good.
Big man,
Play the bloom.
aggregate.
I think you're wrong. I think he controls the thing. It's not nice. I think this
Wyland here.
Can't block it.
Destroy this as well. Vusho here. Sidestep. Let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 3. Play the Croco.
Freaking Dukraka. How do you get it in every game?
Okay, and then I will pass.
Umbra, each opponent discards 2 cards. Short time.
Each opponent discards 2?
Mhm.
Okay. I will get rid of.
He's the one that had the detached there. There's the direct citizens. That's the patch citizen.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of. And I will get rid of.
So I will be like the patch. I will then enter on that.
I'll pass.
I'll draw. How many cards at hand?
2.
2.
First day of like
First thing I'm gonna do
like I said, I don't want to
draw Foster. And I'm gonna tap 2. I'm gonna play Zernix.
with our
Then I'm gonna tap 1 and play Wayland. And then
I'll pull that around. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna tap 3 and play a Kami. And I'll deal 5 damage to one of the Waylands. Alright, and then I'll pass.
What?
I'm gonna debloom.
There you go.
Looks good.
This is a 9/8.
7, right?
No, it's a 9/8.
What's the game +1 from?
So 11/9. It's
Yeah.
-2, so it's 9. Oh, 9/7, right? Attack you with a 9-8. 9-7.
7. I'll block with a copy.
It's all up on
Shit, it goes up how far you're taking it and deploy all efficient systems.
Pass.
You got one, not none.
Okay, I'm gonna tap on
That's right.
4 minutes left in the round.
3. I'll play Nadar, and all players draw 1, then all opponents discard a card at random. Okay,
Oh, really?
and then okay, all right, and then I'm gonna tap 2, and I'll use commute sentence. And engage target citizen you control. Deal X damage to target citizen or X is equal to the engaged target. So I will engage Malkia and I'll deal 2 damage to Wyland. And then I will drop Eligor. I will enter into combat. And I will swing with, or sorry, I'll plunder 2 and attack with Zernix here. Then I'll swing with no.
Dukaka. Swing with Dukaka. Swing with Dukaka.
Swing with
You will swing with Dukaka.
I'll swing with Busho here.
Who's willing things to happen?
Anti-kill that. JT. Lock of the Kini.
No, I like that card. Is that one you would part with?
I think I could part with it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, this is not good.
Stuff in here too, I'm not gonna-
Okay, then I'm gonna swing with
You can also get your brother that arrows card. Not arrows,
Malkia.
that's your card. Yeah, how much you let your brother.
Yeah,
What's his name again?
Adam. I'm Andrew.
Adam and Andrew. Yes.
Block.
Okay, I'll tap 2. Play Mutiny.
You traded me the
Middle back,
rose
attack
before.
goes
That's what you
through.
traded recently.
Alright.
Even if you did.
And then, okay, we got enough blockers up. Sorry. Okay, I'll pass.
No cards in hand.
No cards in hand.
It didn't say.
Oh no.
It didn't say it at all.
Me neither, you can You got time for another one now. I went right before this. It's so much funnier. It's so much funnier. It's so much funnier.
I know.
Funny thing. Alright.
I actually hit save and stuff.
I'll pass. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh.
We haven't turned it. I'm just delaying.
Okay. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play
Yeah, it's probably saving something weird.
Versus your thing, you know?
And then I will plunder 2. Swing with Zernix here.
So I want.
Okay. And then I will swing Nadar here.
8-8.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Walk with him 8-8.
Oh yeah, it's an 8-8. So they'll
Still
trade.
want to attack?
Yeah. They'll trade. Okay, and then I'll
I did at one point.
Okay, yeah.
I think about any of
With
these.
Malcolm here.
Block here.
The trade.
Nope.
Is he a
The
The
Pisces?
other binder was my
Oh,
attempt
he's a
to
Piscean.
pull test it together.
Okay.
I didn't finish it.
Dang, I did not know he was a Piscean.
You don't have to block. You don't have to attack. That's
Okay, you sure? Okay. Okay, I guess I'll pass.
It's turns, guys.
Turns. Okay.
You get 5.
Then all your take round.
Yeah. I'm not far with that one.
Huh? I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I'm willing to hear any. I'm willing to hear any and all.
I just have no idea what cards are what.
Same. I don't know. I just know. I took 10 trading cards like I did when I was 5, and I was like, but I like this one. And they got it for me.
So, I've gone down a rabbit hole, but I still haven't found a card that is what you're looking for.
There are 2 cards that if you look at them together, you should be able to go.
Because I put together something more behind all of them. They're all connected. So found a link between Dagan, Rosa, Dubrocket in the set. So the undead want to attack on the mythics in the Hall of Ivy. The undead pretty much really bad.
Banish 2. Swing with Zernik.
Dagan told
You guys know your own
the
turns, right?
route
Yep.
that Dubrocket was going to take into the Hall of Ivy,
It's turn 1.
but got there late
That's two.
after the battle had already been.
Okay, at your end step, I will tap 2,
From there, I'm
and I will play Unified by the Code, and abolish target citizen with less attack than a Piscean citizen you control. And that's a 9/9. This is a 9/9. What's that?
Find that
8?
card, and you also.
Yeah, that's an 8/8. So I'll go ahead and. I'll enter.
I have the riddle 66 card.
Okay. I'll see if we can make that.
Okay. I'll tap 3. I'll play Jurin. And you may return target citizen from your limbo pile to your hand and probe 1.
I didn't realize that.
Okay. I'll return Nadar to my hand, and I'll tap 3. Play Nadar. And all players draw 1, then opponents discard 1.
Alright, in response, I'm going to Forbidden Rendezvous and tap that
Okay.
and draw a card.
Pluto Genesis.
Tap the draw a card. Okay, and now I both draw a card, and then I have to discard a card at random.
Yeah. So I want you to look at the Wicked
Okay.
Prophecy version of
Alright.
Pluto. And the Genesis version of Pluto. And tell me what you think is going on.
I will.
I have a question.
Okay.
What is the cost?
I'll enter into combat.
It says
And I'll swing here with Malcolm.
Because I had said something about like Henry and
Bluff.
They created their repository.
then mirror.
Alright.
Turn 2 battle.
But I could not figure out what it actually was.
That's what the fuck.
Repository is not explained in the card, it's explained in the narratives and a little bit in the comic.
Okay.
But the repository is
What is that? That's a
essentially like the
9/11.
Mystic Graveyard.
Okay.
When Mystics die, their knowledge is essentially kind of deposited into the repository. And that is,
I'll pass.
like, and they can access that knowledge from the entire. It's almost kind of like if people were able to like download that's the repository. Now, you press it.
5 Amador. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, it's countered unless you pay 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Definitely not
plunder
a
2
simple thing.
and kill you unblockable.
Oh wait, you played that last turn?
It's been out 2 turns. I attacked it with you. I attacked you with it last turn.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I got my damage.
I had to attack the whole way through right
Yeah,
there.
I
Oh
was
my
wondering
gosh.
what you were doing. I thought you had a counter spell. I thought you had a spell that was gonna kill this or something.
Oh my goodness. No, I didn't even realize you had that out. Good game. That's air. Oh.
I think I still would have had it though, even the way you were attacking. I wouldn't have gotten to cast that.
Yeah, well, I was
I
gonna.
would have gotten to cast that. I wouldn't have gotten that. So I would have blocked, I think.
Yeah.
But
What I've drawn. Oh, your opponent's citizen loses all abilities. That'd have been huge. Because I could have. Yeah. Well, good game, man.
that was a grind.
Yeah. Those were good games, though.
Chat, I think we're gonna kill the stream, everyone. You want to say anything, Tom? You gotta sit here. Otherwise, it's just your
To all 8 people watching, thanks for tuning in.
I think a lot of
I
them
hope
probably
you-
in the room too.
If anybody watches afterwards, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys come and check out the Patreon. There's going to be a lot more content coming out very soon about the story behind Wicked Prophecy, as well as our story spotlight on Tocho is still continuing, and lots of other fun stuff on the Patreon. So it's a good place. Come check out the Discord. Come hang out there. You can find games on TTS there. You can just talk about whatever in the general chat. Come to the Lore Seekers channel where we can all theorize what's happening with the story, and I can just respond with cryptic emojis. And I mean that in like the actual meaning of cryptic. But thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys all enjoy the new set as much as we are.
Thank you, Connor and the Cryptic crew. We appreciate you guys.
Be kind to the people around you.